headed, I got a fever. I came from heaven and made it through hell, and now I got ether. Should've believed him. Damn, you should've believed him.
She took a dab of that till she had cataracts. Grabbed the rack, she had a MAGA hat. I tapped the back to Adam's app. I told her Magnum rack. My dick couldn't even fit half the cap in a Cadillac. Take a dab of wax with a battle axe, not your average cat.
Why don't they give me a break? I learn from mistakes, I'm earning my place, yeah. Man, I'm just raising the stakes. I try to just wait and losing my patience.
I'm in the whip, white tires, mini me, Mike Myers. I'm a hop power and a hype tie while I fight fires. You a type liar.
You don't believe me? This ain't no BC. I'm Gucci, no Jeezy. I make it look easy. Believe me.
My name is Maisie. I just move freely.
Good morning, nephew.
You cannot see me. Your girl about to please me. Yeah, I got the cash flow. Call me a Castro. Yeah, I'm an asshole. Start like an Astro. Pay me when I pass go.
Sitting like a bloody let it escape. Married again and I caught a bouquet. The more that it costs, no harder to say. They're just part of my friends, you're part of my ways, yeah.
I'm good, and you?
Y'all came from Venus. I'm feeling way too hot, high-headed, I got a fever. I came from heaven and made it through hell, and now I got ether.
Should've believed her. Should've believed her.
Why don't you give me a break? You gotta wait if you want capsules. Not enough time in the day. Move out my way, see when I pass through. Nothing to say, you bitch in my place, getting a tattoo. Measy my name, it's such a shame. For you, it's just bad news.
Why don't they give me a break? I learn from mistakes, I'm earning my patience.
I know that's right. More fire.
I just wait and losing my patience.
I'm a live wire, burn trees, light fires, jump out of planes, skydiver in all black, night rider.
You don't believe me? This ain't no BC.
Hey.
I make it look easy. Believe me.
I be fucking two bitches,
Back to back.
switching positions, acrobat, at the casino, baccarat, knife work, I be stabbing that, shoot up a club, rap the tat, she bought a sack of yak, getting this money, my habitat, I mastered that, imagine that,
Sitting like a bloody let it escape. Married again and I caught a bouquet. The more that it costs, no harder to say. They're just part of my friends, part of my ways.
Like the video.
Y'all came from Venus. I'm feeling way too hot, high-headed, I got a fever. I came from heaven and made it through hell, and now I got ether.
Should've believed her. Should've believed her. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Knotty crew. Welcome back to my channel, Knotty Love Movement. It's your host, Knotty. Bring you the latest and trending topics, and I vlog my life. Vlog my life, yes. Okay? Please make sure you are thumbs upping this video. Thumbs up the video, share it out, and if you're not subscribed, you're crazy. You're crazy, okay? Because we have a good old time over here at the Knotty Love Movement, okay? Bring you the latest and greatest and trending topics, bringing you updates on all the stories, and I got a few updates today, child. We gonna go to Unfit Valley today. All these unfits out here call themselves parents. Lock them all up, all right? Follow me on all the free apps. We're on Instagram. We're on TikTok. We're on Facebook. We're everywhere. Twitter, okay? And we're Knotty Love Movement everywhere. And of course, if you have it, please donate to the channel. Tip your favorite host, okay? We do not work for free, all right? But the free ways to support the channel are liking the video, sharing it out, okay, and subscribing, all right? I love you all. Good morning, nephew. Good morning to you all in the bushes, okay? We got a great show lined up for you today. What we going to get into? Vivica Fox, BBL at 60, yeah. And 50 Cent trolling everybody. He trolling Rick Ross. He trolling Vivica, okay? We going to get into Dawn from Envoge living in her car. Something ain't adding up here. Something not adding up. Something not right, okay? Also, I want to get into the Nork mom that exposed her boyfriend, text messages to her 10-year-old daughter. What is going on in this world? What is going on in this world? Yeah, Tasha K debunked that. Yup. We gonna get into it. All right. Jay-Z being vindicated. Yup. Expose Jane Doe's lies. Okay. We got the audio for that. Also, free Wendy. Hashtag free Wendy. We gonna get into the details of Wendy Williams' escape. Let me tell you something. Wendy Williams always used to say on her show, always have a plan. Always have a plan. So please thumbs up the video, Knotty crew. Let's dive right in. Okay. I also want to touch on Rosie O'Donnell speaking out, talking about she moved out of America because of the Trump administration. So much to get into, Knotty crew. Please thumbs up the video. Share this live out. Yeah. Let's get into it. Let's start off with Vivica Fox getting a BBL at 60. You know, she missed her calling for having children, and I get that. But Vivica, girl, you got enough money to hire a trainer. You too old for this shit. Okay? Yeah. So Vivica, she decided to get a BBL and have a party for it.
That's it.
Yeah, got a whole diaper booty. Y'all see it? Skinny old legs. Y'all see it? Yes, it looks like a full diaper. And of course, 50 Cent, y'all see, he trolling. He say, wait, let me see. Shout out to Hollywood Unlock. Chill. I guess we don't have nothing else to do with our money. We couldn't hire a trainer. I'm just saying, we couldn't hire a trainer. So 50 also reacts to the post because people were saying that he was trying to spin the block. Okay, let me tell y'all something. 50 Cent and Vivica had a brief situationship, okay? Right after the award show, I forget what, I think it was the VMAs or whatever. He performed, he was flirting with her. Vivica was a dancer for him, and they got into a little shenanigans. Their relationship lasted all of 3 months, okay? But Vivica, she still claimed she was in love with 50, okay? Right? Chanel said, why is she trying to align herself with 20-year-old models? Oh! Nephew said, that mess ain't got nothing on Cardi experiment. Ciao. So 50 Cent, 50 Cent posted. It said Vivica A. Fox rumored BBL may have 50 Cent spinning the block. So 50 posted that and said, who said I was spinning the block, man? Damn. I ain't gonna lie. That booty was good, though. I think. He is such a jerk. He is such a jerk, but Vivica 50 prefers the Asian persuasion. Okay, let's just talk about it. He don't even like your kind no more, girl. He don't even like your kind no more. But I just still feel like, girl, you too old for it. But, I mean, if Dr. Heavenly could get a BBL, I guess it's okay for her. I don't know. Like, I'm not down. Look, to each his own. People do what they do, you know, to make themselves happy with their body or whatever. Me, myself, I believe in doing it the old-fashioned way. Like, now that the weather's breaking, your girl got to get this fupa up out of here because, ooh, the bikini is not going to be looking good this summer with this fupa, okay? Like, but your girl is all natural, okay? Yes. Like, I'll do the squats. We about to get back to it, Knotty crew. I got to get in shape. I got to get in shape. For my best friends, because y'all know I'm planning her bridal shower. For her bachelorette, we're doing pole dancing. I'm like, girl, we need to be more active. Yes. Okay. 50 Cent is not only trolling Vivica Fox, though, he's also trolling Ricky Rose. Thumbs up this video. They beef is forever. They beef is forever. So, the Millennial Tour was recently, and they celebrated Bow Wow's birthday. He was all emotional and stuff like that. But Rick Ross opened up for Bow Wow. So 50 Cent posted the Millennial Tour poster. Okay. And he clowns Ricky Rose. Thumbs up this video, Knotty Crew. Please get us in the algorithm. He says, Ninja, get quiet when they gotta open up for Bow Wow. Boss. He not a surprise guest. He can't sell a ticket. LOL. Woo! He was clowning him. Okay. I don't know. Ain't it weird when Bow Wow got more of a lineage in the hip hop community than Ricky Rose, the fake correction officer? So 50 Cent was mocking him, okay? And Ricky Rose had this to say. Hold on.
Kids on them know that they say I was the only person that fucked 50 Cent up. I ain't know that. I'm gonna be honest. Tony Yayo told 50 Cent himself, y'all could Google it. Tony Yayo said, I wouldn't do that if I was, because Tony Yayo know them niggas ain't got no money. Come on, man, look at Tony Yayo and Auntie Murder nigga. Them niggas need facials. Oh, niggas whose skin ain't even right, boy. But look, 50. Boy, I see you struggling making that G-Unit film studio out there in Louisiana where that cheapest land at. You thought you was gonna be able to do it. You thought you was gonna be able to get them loans, and it ain't. What's wrong? What's taking so long? I know you want to make your mama one of them walking stars thing. Put down there. Fuck how your mama live. Nigga, make her own walking star. Let me get one of them Bel Air bottles of heads on them niggas' skin. Damn. Them niggas doing bad. And 50, stop. You left your last hole because of something they said had to do with me. Don't leave Tony Yayo that. Come on, don't leave Louisiana. Don't quit like that, because you showed niggas the picture of how you wanted it to look. We call it renderings. You had the renderings, then you try to go get them loans, and ain't nobody loan you that money. You ain't even built the G-Unit studio yet. That might be why when I stood next to Meech, your knees buckled. Your knees buckled. Put your back against the wall. Po nigga. You're po hustler. Go show. Who on your masters? I buy your masters. You better shut up. I will buy your masters. Time for a commercial break. Make sure you stream Nino Breeze's new single, New Era 8. 50, who on your masters?
All right, so these two are going at it again like kids on the fucking playground. And Rick Ross, Ricky Rose, you sound gay for the boule. I ain't even gonna hold you, okay? That's just how I feel, said it. The way y'all two ninjas keep going at it. Hey, Tara Grand Rising. Thank you for joining. Yes, please thumbs up this video. So them fools is going to stay trolling on each other every chance they get. But 50 don't care. He said we got beef forever. We got beef forever, okay? Speaking of hip-hop, let's get into Jay-Z and the updates on that situation. Jay is not playing with this Jane Doe or Tony Busby. If you ask me, Tony Busby's credibility is shot, okay? You came out here, Tony Busby, talk about you vetted all these cases, and now your cover is blown. Well, the audio has leaked of Jane Doe admitting that Tony Busby forced her to add Jay-Z to the lawsuit. I mean, this is just an all-time low, okay? And this goes to show that a lot of these attorneys are trolling and ambulance chasers off of the Diddy case. They saw opportunity to line their pockets, and I'm talking about Tony Busby, Ariel Mitchell, and Tyrone Blackburn. Only difference, Tony Busby has won cases. Ariel and Tyrone have not, okay? And then they usher in all of these liars. They F around and make Diddy walk with these shenanigans. So shout out to Newsweek. Let's get into it, because Jay-Z said, not only am I going to sue you, I'm going to clear my name, period, so this don't come back again. Here we go.
Assault has already dropped her lawsuit. But now, for the first time, you're going to hear the story behind the bombshell accusation that has since been withdrawn. Jay-Z's lawyer says it should put to rest any doubt about his innocence. This morning, the woman who said she was 13 when Sean Jay-Z Carter and Sean Diddy Combs sexually assaulted her after the 2000 MTV Video Music Awards is heard talking to private investigators about her claim and agreeing that Jay-Z did not assault her.
But Jay-Z you're saying he was definitely there? But he had no part in it, or he was just...
He was there.
He was just there, but he didn't have anything to do with any sexual acts towards you. It was strictly...
Yeah.
The woman is also heard saying her lawyer put her up to suing one of the world's most recognizable stars.
He was the one that kind of pushed me towards going forward with him.
With Jay-Z? Busby did?
Yeah.
Do you know why?
No.
ABC News exclusively obtained a minute-long excerpt of the recording made days after the woman, identified as Jane Doe, permanently dropped her lawsuit against both Carter and Combs last month.
The people around Mr. Carter wanted to know what happened behind closed doors. And so they asked for her to be interviewed. The interview occurred, and the tape speaks for itself. She says, in no uncertain terms, Mr. Carter did not do this. It is effectively a lie. And the only reason Mr. Carter is even involved in this is because she was pushed to involve him, pushed to include him by a lawyer.
The accuser's lawyer, Tony Busby, called it a blatant lie that he pushed Jane Doe to sue Jay-Z. And he sent us this recording of a phone call with his client.
They say that they have you on tape denying that Jay-Z assaulted you. Is that true?
No. I don't. I've never said that.
Okay. They also say that you told them, and they have it on tape, that I, Tony Busby, told you to like came up with this plan and told you to say that Jay-Z assaulted you so you would get more money.
No.
Jane Doe said in a court filing, although I ultimately chose not to pursue them, I stand by my claims. She says in a sworn declaration that she felt intimidated and terrified at being confronted by these two individuals on my doorstep. Was she coerced in any way?
Of course not. They did not coerce her, promise or threaten her in any way, shape, or form. She voluntarily met and spoke to them, and she told them her truth, which was, under no circumstances did Mr. Carter do this. And number two, the only reason he's even involved in this is she was pushed to introduce him by a lawyer.
Does your client know Jane Doe?
No.
Ever met her?
No, Mr. Carter doesn't know Jane Doe, never met Jane Doe. There's no truth to any of this.
Okay, so there you have it. You have a recording of her saying that he never did anything. Her story was frivolous to begin with. Like, it was just not even believable. She had no one to corroborate any of these accounts. The person that supposedly drove her to the city, to the VMA Awards, dead. Father could not remember any. I mean, as a parent, you will remember something like that. And look, if my child ran away in the middle of the night and was transported, I'm taking action against the person that took my minor child away from my home. Like, isn't that some form of kidnapping? Like, it's just all too...
Why not let it lie? The case is gone.
The truth had to fully come out. This person cannot be allowed to sort of hide from the reality that this was a false accusation.
While the accuser's lawsuit against Jay-Z and Sean Combs was dismissed, Combs still faces a number of other civil claims from other accusers, which he denies. And on Friday, guys, Combs is due in court to plead not guilty to a new indictment in his federal case.
All right, there you have it. Okay, so easy win for the diddler. But I feel like there should be consequences for people who lie on people like this, especially like Jaguar Wright. Yeah, and that's why her behind is in a new lawsuit. But that's what you wanted, chick, Jag liar, lying on all these people for all these years. You thought it wasn't going to be no consequence? I swear, like, it should be charges put against people that do this, especially like, because certain things, no matter if you're exonerated or not, they will follow you forever. They will follow you forever. People will always ask you questions about it. Yes, nephew, Jane Doe was trying to get the bag. Chanel says Jane Doe's story sounded crazy from the beginning. That dad not remember picking her up till it all exactly. And you could blame the Jag liars, the Lamishas, the Adrian Englishes, okay, for all of these shenanigans. That's why, hey, Crown Woman, good morning, Grand Rising. That's why all these people feel comfortable coming out here with the lies. Speaking of lies, and shout out to Nika at Night too, because she was like one of the first ones that came out with this story. Okay, a mom of a 10-year-old accused her boyfriend for sending disturbing messages to her daughter, allegedly made it all up. Thumbs up this video, please, Knotty Crew. Thumbs up the video. It's the free way to support the channel. Now, Nika at Night, she had broke it all the way down, read the messages and things like that. I'm going to touch on them briefly. But the whole story sounded crazy to me to begin with. But if it's made all up, Knotty Crew, do you think there should be some type of charges brought? Because one of the first things that gave me pause is the fact that she didn't call the police. Hey, Curves. Now, this family is out of Newark, New Jersey, where I'm from. I'm not from, well, my parents are from Newark, but and that's what really caught my eye about this situation. Like, oh my God, like, situations are happening everywhere. So Tiara Christie is the mom's name. She posted to Facebook before calling the cops, mind you. She said, I was with this ninja for 5 years, and he been around my daughter since she was 5 years old. I can't believe that he will all of a sudden take an actual interest in my daughter. It disgusts me that she came to me crying about how he doesn't talk to her like she's a kid anymore. He's been trying to get her to be an adult, do actual things with her because she is older now. This type of betrayal from him, I will never understand or forgive. And the disgusting ass family that stands by him and calls my child a liar, all go to hell with him. Y'all can all get hands and feet about my daughter. At the end of the day, he violated a little girl who literally just turned 10 last month in February. She trusted him and loved him. And I will never understand how anybody can be a mother and not believe their child. I believe my baby no matter what. I don't give a F how nobody feel. You really can't trust nobody around your kids. It's sad, scary as fuck. Like, who talks to a child they claim to love like this? I'm disgusted. Right, Chanel. Let's get into it. So she revealed the text messages. See? Daddy, okay? So he sends to the baby girl. He says, you want me to lay in there with you or you fine? She said, I'm fine. He said, okay, I'm just bored. I hate when mommy go to work. I don't be having nothing to do at all. What you doing? Like, should you be working too? He was disturbed. Exactly. She said, watching TikTok, looking for things to do. Like fun stuff? Yeah. Did you ever get head before? She said, why? He said, just asking. Disgusting. Trigger warning. So, Tasha K posted, this is Kaylee. Y'all look at this ish. Dom James. All right. He says, in the post, she says her daughter came to her crying about the messages in these texts. The daughter is at school and the mom found them in her phone. When he says, ask the daughter, the mom declines and says, why is she going to ask her daughter about that? But I thought the daughter brought it to her attention. The story isn't adding up. These messages show the mom being mad. He told people. It does. She was more mad that he told people instead of calling the cops. Like, he said that he would call the cops. But before putting these messages out there, why did that should have been your first action, to call the cops, to hand the information over to the police. It's called protecting your kid. You're going to allow him to go out here and violate another child? So these messages show the mom being mad. He told people about it, and that's when she called the cops. This whole thing seems like some manipulation tactic gone wrong, and now someone trying to cover their tracks. But so then another person posted, she said, I believe Tiara Christie at first until I read these messages, and something in my spirit saying she set this up. You more concerned about him calling his mama and other people finding out. It just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't. So this is some of the messages. Hold on. Let me screenshot this and blow it up. So she texts him, you need to leave. You can't be here when she gets out. He said, what the fuck I do? It's not me. I'm going to call my mom. Okay, I'll wait for her. I'm going to leave your house. I'm just waiting for my mom to pull up. This is crazy. I can't believe you think I would stoop that low. So then she says, so you calling my daughter a liar? And he says, I'm not calling her a liar. Let me see. I'm trying to find where. It's a bunch of messages. He said, you really want me to ask her? Oh, he told her to ask her or whatever. She said, you really want me to ask her some ish like that after what the fuck I read? He said, yes, because I never did anything to Lay. I never even came off to her that way. I never laid in her bed. I never texted her in that way. And I never looked at her like that. I always tell her to put clothes on. He said, please ask her because I would never. Yes. Who else would text like that, Ninja? You curse me out enough for me to know how you talk. I'm not leaving my daughter hanging until this ish is solved. I'm not having no school look at me crazy. I know you. He says, I know you know how I talk, but on Jameer Ashes, I would never write no ish like that to a child. And then she said, Jalil, you complain about being bored all the time. That's exactly what you said in the text. That's crazy thing. The crazy thing is you... Hold on. Sorry, it's a little choppy. This is not all of them. He said, everybody in this house know my passcode. If I ever owed some ish like that, why Ty ain't been tell you who been with you alone plenty of times? Then she said, you acting like you ain't have a whole DIFUS case. You acting like I ain't have a whole DIFUS case. I could lose my child. DIFUS is CPS in New Jersey, the Department of Family, Youth, and Services. He said, you really don't believe anything I'm saying. And it's crazy. Everybody in this house know my password to every... I don't know. To everything I have, I think he was trying to say. And then he said, you act like I wasn't with you through it. Child, this is just a mess. Then she... Hold on, let me screenshot this and blow it up. So then they put a post from her Facebook page, Janelle, the mom. Jalil Allen, man, oh man, you better had not did or said shit to that baby. I will hunt you down myself, but you looking more and more innocent as time flies. This ain't her first time lying on a man about this. It ain't going to be her last. I just hope you get her arrested and sued out of her for this BS she has caused once you clear your name. This is crazy. It's actually her writing those messages. She is texting from one phone and replying from another, which is possible. And all she got to do is change the names. She did the same thing a couple of years ago to her daughter's father. Those who know the case will and have said, nah, not this again, because she has done this before. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, people lying on people like this is not okay. They saying that she made all of this up and she got a reputation of doing this. Can I tell you, if y'all want to hear the full text messages, go over to Nick at Night. She breaks it down. She has all of the full messages. I don't have time to do that. So, what gave me pause is the fact that she put these messages out before calling the police. That's what gave me pause. And he had a lot of access, and this is him. And that's the mama on the right. He had a lot of access to her child. And it's just like, why does he's not her father. He's not her natural father. Why does he have so much access of being alone with her? Y'all not married and things like that. What I also found alarming when Nick was reading the messages, how many times she was looking to him for food. She was always saying her stomach hurt, but she wasn't reaching out to her mom. She was reaching out to him. Nephew, I got a condition, so I have to moisturize or whatever. We'll talk, okay? Don't ask me stuff like that on live. All right, so at the end of the day, I'm so tired of these lying ass unfits out here. Absolutely. And I feel like it should be some consequences for people who do this. Like, if she has a history of doing this, she should be locked up. And ma'am, why does he have so much access to your child to where this can happen? That's the question. That's the question. But it was revealed she has a history of doing this, okay? Shout out to Tiana Taylor. Not only did she reveal her new man, her man, okay? Star of the movie Mufasa. She upgraded. She said, I'm done with these bum-ass ninjas. Thumbs up the video, okay? They have, her and Iman have agreed and finalized their divorce. Thank God. And hopefully we could be out of the group chat after this, because I think Tiana is very happy. Shout out to the Neighborhood Talk. So Iman Shumpter agrees to multi-million-dollar divorce settlement with Teyana Taylor. She is set to receive 4 homes valued at over $10 million. Go ahead, TT. Okay? A one-time 7-figure payment, $8K per month for child support, and $300,000 Maybach, a $70,000 Mercedes Sprinter, and more. Go ahead, TT. Hey, Terry. Good morning. So Teyana Taylor can finally breathe a sigh of relief because she and her now ex-husband, Iman Shumpter, divorce settlement has been finalized finally. And she's walking away with some pricey items and a cute coin. Yes, baby, okay? So Teyana filed for divorce back in 2023 after being married to Iman for 8 years. The two reached a legally binding agreement in June of 2024. And after several months, Iman finally agreed to Teyana's request. So she will also maintain ownership of the businesses. In addition, she'll be getting a one-time 7-figure payment. Money, 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 money. Yes, speaking of money, please feel free to donate to the channel. Tip your favorite host, okay? And if you don't have it to donate, please thumbs up this video and share this live out and subscribe. Those are the free ways to support the channel. But that's not it. Iman will be running Teyana $8,000 per month in child support for their 2 daughters. He will also foot the bill for their private school tuition costs and making sure that they have access to the best education possible. You think that's a lavender relationship? Explain. Yeah, son gave up 4 houses. What's a lavender relationship? Oh. All right, so congratulations to Teyana Taylor for her settlement. Now, let's get into Dawn from Envoge. Now, Envoge was like one of my favorite girl groups from back in the day, and they still rocking, they still performing, but it's not the original 4, okay? Now, Dawn, she had one of the best vocals in the group back in the day. Due to business dealings and things like that, she fell out with the group. Next time we saw her, she collabed with Raphael Sadiq on the famous single, I Wanna Dance Tonight, I Wanna Tonight, I Wanna Tonight, I Wanna, okay? That's my jam, okay? Still my jam to this day. Timeless classic. All right. Then next time we saw her on R&B Divas. But she has been keeping a very, very, very low profile these days. Well, she has recently come out to expose that she is living in her car. And I'm like, with that voice, girl, if you don't go to Vegas and get you a show. Hey, Lady Mahogany, good morning. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining, okay? Now, Dawn, girl, with them vocals, why are you living in your car? Okay, let's get into it.
You guys, for the past almost 3 years, I have been living in my car. I said it. Oh my God, it's out. I've been living in my car. Oh my gosh. If you remember, if you guys were with me, in 2020, I did like 105,000 interviews. And in the interim, I was living with my parents in Vegas. And that was wonderful until it wasn't. I love my mom, but she became very angry. And a lot of her anger she was taking out on me, and I was her target all the time. And I was like, I can't deal with this. Like, I respect her too much. Let me get out of here. And I was sleeping in my car for maybe about a month in Vegas. And then the guy that was co-managing me at the time was living in LA, and he said, you need to come back to LA. Okay. And he said that I could stay with him. You guys, for the past 3
Envoge chick.
All right, so let me see. She sounds like a forever victim. I swear. She sounds like a forever victim. Let me see if I could get her full live. That's crazy. Please thumbs up the video. I was like, what? Why are you living in your car, child? You don't know nobody. Where Raphael Sadiq? Where all your famous friends? Somebody got a guest house or something for you to stay in. Oh, I want to get into
playing them kind of games.
too. Hold on. Yeah. So she's homeless. At the end of the day, she is homeless. I can't find it. Oh, wait. Here we go.
You guys, for the past almost 3 years, I have been living in my car. Ah! I said it. Oh my God, it's out. I've been living in my car. Oh my gosh. If you remember, if you guys were with me, in 2020, I did like 105,000 interviews. And in the interim, I was living with my parents in Vegas. And that was wonderful until it wasn't. I love my mom, but she became very angry. And a lot of her anger, she was taking out on me, and I was her target all the time. And I was like, I can't deal with this. Like, I respect her too much. Let me get out of here. And I was sleeping in my car for maybe about a month in Vegas. And then the guy that was co-managing me at the time was living in LA, and he said, you need to come back to LA. Okay. And he said that I could stay with him. And so I was like, okay. He's like, I don't have a lot of room, but I'll make room for you. And then when I got to his place, he actually didn't have room for me. So it turned into, okay, well, I'm going to put you in a hotel for the night. And that one night turned into 8 months. Oh my God, you guys, because every apartment that I looked at, every single time I looked at a place, I would call him and I'm like, okay, can you meet me here? I would tell him ahead of time, of course. And then he wouldn't meet me there, and so I would take video and send it to him. And he's like, no, oh my God, this neighborhood, I hate it. I mean, I felt like he was playing games, and I knew he was playing games.
Why'd you need him?
I'm like, come on. I'm trying to make this easier on you because financially, I know it's got to be hard. You're paying your rent and you're paying my hotel. His apartment was $1,700 a month. And then my hotel was over $3,000. Yeah. So, and I was always stressed every week because he would pay weekly for the hotel. So every week I was like, oh my God, can you afford it? Are you okay? And he's like, no, I can't, but I'm getting it together. What? You're the one who said to go to the hotel, and you're not approving any of the apartments. Like, it would be so much cheaper to just get me into an apartment. Like, what's the problem?
There you have it. So the manager was making her promises, but my thing is, where your money, girl? Where your money, girl? Lady Mahogany said, my mom knows Dawn Robinson's family. My mom said Dawn is a sweetheart, but very difficult at times. Yes, and I saw that on R&B Divas. I know. She has nowhere to go. I just find that quite odd. I really, really do. Where's all your famous friends? Make up with your group mates. She giving me Latasha Scott vibes. That's what she giving me. Okay, we found out what a lavender relationship is. Lady Mahogany said it's like a beard relationship. Chanel said it's when one or two LGBT people get together to have an acceptable relationship. Basically, to make it look good for the public, but really underneath, they both are attracted to the same sex. Got it. You learn something new every day. Okay, please thumbs up the video. Please thumbs up the video. So yeah, Dawn from Envoge is homeless, living in her car. Right, Chanel, it's giving I need attention. That's what it's giving. Just like Latasha Scott came out here with the residual challenge. Speaking of that, R. Kelly decided to join the bandwagon. I wish he'd just go somewhere and do his time. People talking about he still got it. Yeah. Appetite for little girls. That's what he still got. That's why he in there for 30 years. Oh boy, people are weird. I was out the other night playing darts or whatever, and a friend of mine put on his music, and I was like, can you do me a favor? Can you not play pedos? I'm trying to have a good night. Everybody was like, I like his music though. It's cringy. When I listen to his songs now, it makes me cringe. It makes me cringe. Lady Mahogany said I met Dawn once. Girl, you need to make up with your group. Because they still touring. The 3 ladies from Envoge is still touring. They ain't got no financial problems. They still out here working, girl. They are still out here working. All right. Hashtag free Wendy. Let's get into Wendy Williams escaping the facility. So I reported the other day, Wendy Williams dropped a note saying that she needed help. They escorted her out of the facility. She went to the hospital and and got a psych eval and passed. Okay? 10 out of 10. All right? But Wendy has pissed everybody off. Okay?
I want y'all to walk us through what happened.
Wendy. And she told me, I promise, I will not.
Yeah, I was.
And then 10 out of 10 correct. 10 questions.
Hold on 1 second.
Out of 10 correct. 10 questions asked, 10 questions correct, answered correctly.
I mean, they asked me simple things like, you know, who's the president? You know what I'm saying? What's my birth date?
I have a question for you guys too. So there are reports that this exam that you did can't be used in moving forward to prove the that you're not incapacitated. Can you clear that up or explain how this will be used?
That's actually false. That's a medical exam done by an independent doctor by a very well-known hospital. You can use that for the court. 10 out of 10 correct. 10 questions.
And doctor.
Yeah, I said, no, she needs to get out. We need to go to a hospital. That's not a hospital.
Right.
And then finally, the cops were okay with that. And then the ambulance, and Wendy was okay as well.
Now tell us what happened when you got to the hospital, because there were claims that they did a test and she got 10 out of 10 on the test. So what happened when she actually got to the hospital?
So according to what was told, the guardian was there and Wendy's attorney. And I think there was a little back and forth as whether she was going to allow Wendy, the guardian, to get evaluated.
Mm-hmm.
The doctor saw there was a difference between the guardian's opinion and her lawyer's opinion. And the doctor had to go to his legal department from the hospital to clear to see how he was going to do it. He received the clearance for the evaluation. And then Wendy took 2 evaluations. And pretty much they're evaluating whether she has competency and is able to make decisions, and she passed both tests.
What does the 10-10 mean?
And doctor.
Yeah, I said, no, she needs to get out. We need to go to a hospital, Wendy. And she told me, I promise, I will not.
Yeah, I was shocked to see Wendy walking yesterday. That's what I was telling Wendy
Oh,
yesterday.
yeah.
I'm like, damn, I can't. So we seen them with lymphedema feet. I was like, I could not believe.
Look,
Wendy.
Let me tell you something. So the cops say to me, you know what I'm saying? They say, Wendy, you know, you have to leave the scooter. I said, okay, but just walk with me, okay? And so they walked with me. So it was like exercise for my feet.
When the officers were there, Wendy started to feel she had a little bit of anxiety. And I said, tell them that you need to go to the hospital. Mm-hmm. And I said, when you go to the hospital, you're going to ask for an independent medical evaluation.
Yes.
But the building was giving us a hard time. They first sent a nurse.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, Wendy, we'll take care of it. I'll take your vitals.
And I said, no, thank you. No, thank you.
And I'm on the phone and I'm like, no, we need a medical doctor.
Right.
The nurse says, oh, we have a doctor in the building.
No, I want an
Wendy. And she told me
I want y'all to walk us through what happened yesterday.
All right, so that's a little bit of the details. Shout out to the Breakfast Club and shout out to Hollywood Unlock. All right, and so Wendy's doing like a press tour, but she has pissed everyone off, the judge, the guardian, everything. So the assisted living facility filed a police report accusing Wendy's niece Alex Finney of kidnapping her for dinner, and Wendy calls it unbelievable. And so she put a statement out. She said, "It's unbelievable. Clearly Wendy's guardian are lying to me when they say I can't go out and do what I want to do. My niece Alex just flew in from Miami and I just came from the hospital. So we are going out to celebrate. Celebrate what? I don't know. I just got out of she said, I just got out the hospital and I have life. And this is what has been done to us. But we are good. All right.
Our recent events have been unbelievable.
Talk about came back from dinner and apparently police were called. But I was told that at some point police were called because the coterie here was saying allegedly that I took my aunt from this facility and whisked her away without any sort of confirmation or approval, which according to everything that we have learned in terms of this whole situation, wondering exactly how that correlates with the statements that the guardian has made that Wendy is able to come and go as she pleases,
right,
and that there are no family visits that are blocked.
Clearly, they are lying to me when they say I can go out and do what I want to do. This is my niece Alex. She just flew in from Miami, okay? I just came from the hospital. So we are going out to celebrate. You know what I'm saying? Celebrate what? I don't know. I'm from the hospital. You know what I'm saying? And of life. Right. And this is what has been done to us.
We're good.
We're good.
We're back in one piece.
Period. Okay? Why is there so many restrictions? I mean, Wendy does not deserve to be locked up. And quite frankly, if she wants to drink herself to death, that's her business. She worked hard all her life to earn her money. Like, people do this all the time and they don't end up in conservatorships. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And for them to file a police report, that shows that they're vindictive and they're mad. But Wendy looks happy. Look, she's hitting the city. And it gives that they are trying to keep her locked up so that they can spend her money up. So the judge who placed Wendy Williams in the conservatorship threatens to place her in a worse facility if she continues to talk to the media. Why can't she talk to the media? Thank you, Derek. Why can't she talk to the media? Because y'all afraid y'all going to be exposed? Let me tell you a little backstory. Wendy's guardian, Sabrina, and the judge have passed allegation of them misusing and abusing the conservatorship. What do you call it? They abused that system. They've had allegations against them in the past. All right. So, in other words, the judge is upset that Wendy is telling the media she's not mentally incompetent and should not be locked in a guardianship. The judge clearly has a problem with Wendy speaking out. Although Wendy says she feels like a prisoner in Coterie, despite the guardian lawyer saying she's free to come and go. No, she's not. Why are y'all calling the cops? Wendy says she cannot even leave the 5th floor memory unit without an attendant letting her go down the elevator. And as a result, she rarely is able to get fresh air. A current staffer at the facility confirmed this to TMZ. Wendy also cannot receive phone calls. She has no internet and says she's almost never allowed visitors. Apparently, Wendy's lawyer fired back saying it would be wrong to move her to an even more restrictive facility than where she is right now, a residential facility called Coterie. The judge wrote in the email, I have always contended that Wendy will be given the independence she can handle. I question how well she has handled the independence she has been given. Our source say the judge has repeatedly warned Wendy not to speak to the media, although the judge never explained why she had a problem with Wendy speaking out. Right. In another very recent email, Judge Sokolov, that's a judge, showed her hand pretty clearly, telling Wendy's lawyer, tell your client that if she wants a jury, she should refrain from trying to poison the jury pool. Is that a threat? Hey, James. Good morning. Multiple sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ the judge is pissed off. Wendy has been speaking to the media and grousing about the Guardian and the facility she's in, which she calls a luxury prison. All right, so Wendy pissing everybody off as she should, because where's my money? Explain that. Where's my money? I believe this is all a setup just to take over her funds. I believe it in my heart of hearts. I think it saddened me. Hashtag free Wendy. But Wendy is always a girl, a woman with a plan. She always said that, okay? And her getting that eval is in her favor. Now when she go to court, they can't say that she's not mentally competent. They had us believing that Wendy was a vegetable. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. The last story I want to touch on is Rosie O'Donnell. She surprised me. She surprised me. She has now moved out of the country. Okay, Shy. She said she giving the family a side eye as well, especially that brother. But we already know how Wendy feel about her brother. We already know. All right. Shout out to the Neighborhood Talks. Rosie O'Donnell is speaking out about moving to another country, which I don't blame her. I'm ready to move too.
A public figure, living a more private life as you get older. You know, this is sort of the journey that you take. I'm happy. Clay is happy. I miss my other kids. I miss my friends. I miss many things about life there at home. And I'm trying to find a home here in this beautiful country. And when, it is safe for all citizens to have equal rights there in America, that's when we will consider coming back. It's been heartbreaking to see what's happening politically and hard for me personally as well. The personal is political, as we all know. So I've met a bunch of people. Everyone's been friendly. I have a wonderful...
Okay, so Rosie O'Donnell, she revealed she had moved to Ireland with her 12-year-old daughter to escape Trump's America. And she's saying when it's safe, she'll come back. But a lot of people are making this move. And, don't be afraid of dual citizenship, Knotty Crew. Have options. Because we just don't know what's going to happen. We see the shenanigans happening in the White House, how he's endorsing Elon Musk. The situation, look, y'all here for it in an attempt to prevent fraud. Social Security axes America's ability to change direct deposit information for benefits via telephone starting March 29th. Changes involve bank accounts information must be done in person or online. This is all a result of Elon Musk. Why is he in our country again? Yeah. It's crazy. Hey, Chantel, good morning. It's crazy. But Yo, stay prayed up, stay prepared. Make sure you saving your money, okay? Stocking up on food because the future is unpredictable for us. And that's the reality that we live in, all right? We don't know what Trump is going to do or what virus he's going to let loose in the country next, okay? We all know he is unhinged. All right. Last but not least, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Okay, last we revealed, Mendici was caught texting and DMing some chicks, and I forget the model name, Jessica. She approached Yandy and let her know, and Yandy lied to the world again, talk about, oh, that was me DMing or whatever, but she was clearly upset afterwards, right? Like, oh, everybody's trying to break my family apart and this and that. No, Yandy, people are just trying to keep it real with you. You know, what you don't know how to do, Yandy, liar, the Luther, the king, or whatever. Your whole relationship was a sham, okay? You started out as a side chick, and you thought you had one up once you got pregnant, okay? And then Mendici went and did his bid, you know, and you tried to gaslight the world. Like, I can't believe they'll rip a man from his family. Well, I can't believe you're with a drug trafficker, okay? So, like, Yandy is full of bull swinky, if you ask me. And she know Mendici down there in Atlanta laying the pipe, okay? Like, at the end of the day, and instead of owning it, she acts like it's nothing there. I know that's right, James. Or whatever. She act like it's nothing there. But every season, somebody approached. But let me tell you something. Mendici's been checked out of this relationship. They went on a show. It was called, I think, Couples Therapy. And they asked Mendici, would he do the same thing Yandy did for him? Like, if she were to go to prison, would he, like, hold her down and do a bid? And he said no. So if that's not an indication that your man is checked out, that right there told me it was, like, it's forced. Like, he's with her out of obligation. But he really don't want to be with her. Well, she sat down with the other Delulu, Rashida. Like, why is you going to Rashida to get advice? You see how many times Kirk cheat on her on a regular basis, making babies on her? Why? Mendici does not want her. Period. He been checked out.
Playing them kind of games. I'm sorry. I believe Spice when she said she didn't know what was going on. Because one thing about her, Spice rides for her friends. Now, Rashida, on the other hand, this is the second time I'm side-eyeing you. And this time is too many times. But because you're my friend, and because I trust you, I'm going to rock out when nobody calls you. So is this true? It was me she was texting. What happened was we were at a club. He's walking. I'm standing in the cut watching him. Somebody grabs his arm like this. I said, what was that? He said, I don't know. He said, she wanted to know if I was still married. I said, what you mean she wants to know if you still married? She's like, I'm Robin. I'm going to hit you on DM. And she was with this girl that I know, Ashley. So I said, let me see if she follows a Robin. What I saw, she followed a Robin. I'm logged into his Instagram. So I went to the name and I said, oh, okay. Hey. She said, hey. What, bitch, what? So you in a club full of people and see a girl from across the room and you can figure out who that is? I don't know if that's making sense. I don't know.
It doesn't make sense. Let's not forget, Mendici was not wearing his wedding ring. What was it, all last season? He was not wearing a wedding ring. They was in counseling. And obviously, the trust is broken because why are you in his DMs? So there's some truth behind these rumors. And you trying to save face for a TV show. Yandy, I believe this story just as much as I believe that you are an activist. Remember Yandy was out in the prison making signs, having a whole parade out there, save the prisoners, the conditions around. We ain't heard nothing about her doing anything for prison reform since Mendici's been released. She the type of person, she gonna go along with the cause as long as it's affecting her, and then after that, she gonna wash her hands of it. I'm over it. Yandy, you need to accept that your husband is slinging peen all over them Atlanta streets, okay? And nobody believes your lying ass. Just like I still don't believe y'all married. Yep, I said it. Did y'all ever sign them papers and send it off? Because, Yandy, you play games. You had that big... You only wanted to get married for TV. You had that big production so VH1 could pay for your wedding, and then you did not send off the marriage certificate. Why? Because Mendici is on child support, and you ain't want them coming for your coin. Let's just keep it real. Yes, she did that for the peen. Right, Chanel. I thought they was married in name, not paper. Yeah, your man out here stepping, okay? He bad hopping. And the sooner you accept it, but stop spinning these lies for a storyline on Love and Hip Flop. It's not that serious. Actually, it'll be more interesting if y'all get a divorce, but maybe she trying to cover up because they really not married. So there is no divorce to be had. Yeah, you know it's bad when Rashida don't believe you because she over there with Kirk cheating ass. A spiritual marriage. Yes. Yes. It was a spiritual marriage. Ciao. Love and Hip Flop. Y'all flopping. Y'all sinking low. Okay? The storylines are getting dried and tired. They not even believable no more. Please don't call this reality TV because ain't nothing real about it. That whole story of, oh, she picked the girl out the club and that was him, her texting. We're gonna forget the fact that when Mendici was asked that he was married, he said it's complicated. Yep. That's your man, girl. You like it, we love it, Yandy. You like it, we love it. But we'll continue to follow the lies. Yandy Luther, the fucking liar, okay? She been lying ever since she came on this screen. Like, at the end of the day, like, Haiti Smith, she been blackballed since Jim Jones, if y'all look at it. Like, how many artists have she developed? Yandy can't keep no artists. How many artists has she developed since Jim Jones? Queen Naja tried to work with her. Her career didn't really go anywhere. Last time I seen Queen Naja, she was opening up for Mary. Yep. So, Andy, you're not managing artists anymore, okay? I think Jim Jones and Chrissy had her fucking blackball. That was her last effort. And I was done because it was a scene on Love and Flip Flop when she was in New York. And they tried to make it seem like she was a boss and had her in this big conference room on the phone with no cord. And let's not forget how you did Kimbella, girl. Threw her all the way under the bus. Ciao. Love and Flip Flop is getting thirsty. They getting thirsty. Yandy, it's time for you to find a new career, boo. Because this ain't it. This ain't it. This ain't it. All right, you guys. That's all I have for you. I wanted to jump on here. I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful, blessed day. Yeah, it didn't have no cord. She was on the phone like she was important. And then you zoom in. It's no cord. Who you talking to, Yandy? Who you talking to, Yandy? Yeah, they putting anybody on the show. Hell, I may try out for the fucking show. My life is lit. My life is lit. I don't even bother. I like this season of Love and Hip Hop Miami. It was full of drama or whatever. Amara, she really kept that going. Princess Love, you need to learn to keep your hands to yourself at your grown age. Stop smacking women behind your community peen husband, Ray J. Like, girl, work on your divorce. We still waiting for the divorce. Keep your fucking hands to yourself. Amara should have fucked her up. Seriously, you want to come in here and think you laying hands on me because you mad because your community peen husband called me for a job? Girl, bye. You obviously still fucking Ray J. You recently exposed that you still let him lick on your cooter. Yes. Remember you tried to expose Suki? If you don't let that man cheat in peace and stop getting on our nerves. I don't even understand why Jessica White is on there. Like, is modeling drying up? Jessica, y'all feel like she be... Interesting. But I just don't understand why she's up there. Because I think last time I seen her, I think she was on the Summer House. And I'm like, is the modeling jobs drying up? To the point... Like, what part of Jessica White is hip-hop? Did she go with some rappers? I think she did. Let's look it up. Jessica... Because I just didn't understand the connection. So she's been with Nick Cannon, Dallas Austin, Usher, AJ, Sean Penn. Oh, and 50 Cent. Okay, so I guess she is loving hip-hop. All right, you guys. I love you all. Thank you for the likes. Chantel said the show is called Love and Hip Hop, and I'm still confused on where the love is, and half of them don't even really know how to do hip hop. LOL. If you consider Nick Cannon a rapper, I don't consider Nick Cannon a rapper. I always thought Nick Cannon was corny, child. Like, he is so corny to me. He is so corny and cheesy, like. I don't know. I mean, and his credibility got slightly better when he got with Mariah, but once they divorced, that went out the window. That went out the window for me. That went out the window for me. That's all I have, Knotty Crew. I appreciate every last one of y'all joining me. To the replay game, shout out to y'all. He's a gigolo. I think she need to check. I just really think that's the only thing I can conclude. Like, she really need the money. And let me tell you something. The music industry is not what it was. Like, if you didn't make your millions back in the day from touring and merchandise and take those millions and turn it into private businesses, you end up sleeping in your car like Dawn from Envoge, okay? Like, poor money management. That's what it gives me with Dawn, okay? Yeah, like, people be so busy trying to keep up with the Joneses and instead of investing their money properly and handling their business properly. No, it was. Google it. Google it. All right, I'm going to get out of here, you guys, because I got to go ahead and get to work. I got some work to do here. I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful, blessed day. And I'll be back tomorrow at some point in the day. It depends, like, because my morning routine is extensive, Knotty Crew. I got to do my face routine. I got to moisturize and stuff like that. And I'm a 2-shower-a-day girl, you know what I'm saying? Because of what I have to do for my psoriasis or whatever. So like it takes me some time. So the mornings, I be having to do my light treatments and stuff like that for my psoriasis, and that takes me 16 minutes in the morning on top of all the other stuff I have to do. So it'd be kind of hard for me to get on in the morning at times. But when I can, I can. And if I can't, if I can't get on in the morning, just know I'm gonna definitely be on towards the afternoon and in the evening. Yeah, she needs the check. All right, so I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful, blessed day. Until next time, Knotty Crew, I'm out. What?
Niggas came from Mars, y'all came from Venus. I'm feeling way too hot-headed, I got a fever. I came from heaven and made it through hell, and now I got ether. Should've believed them. Damn, you should've believed them.
She took a dab